So, let's do a tour of my ship then, shall we?
Yes, properly this time.
Properly, instead of exploding like the test run. Yep.
Shall we have a look at the other cockpit? No,
They're basically mirrored.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying, because there was another ship there last time during the...
Yeah.
Do you want to show it off?
Yes, we'll show off... Okay, we'll show off my other ship. Okay, so this is my other ship that I made. This ship is designed to go between my big star, we'll call it a starfighter, and a space station. This ship was designed in survival mode, so it has an oxygen generator that is securely connected. Look at it, look at the side. Yeah, that big, massive ass thing right in the middle is the hyperdrive generator. Here's a tip for you guys. If you have one hyperdrive generator, you have only a certain range. That is a warhead. Do not go near that warhead. The more hyperdrives you have on your ship, the further the range you can jump to. So I have 5, which means I can go 5 times further than the average person.
Okay.
So now, this is the engineering section, so everything is exposed. Those massive big ball things are the nuclear reactors. I have 2 of them, and that powers the entire ship. That's a conveyor that acts as a go-between. It just connects my entire ship. So this is the oxygen area. Those are oxygen generators. You need ice to create those. I have warheads thrown throughout the ship so I can blow it up in case something happens. Okay.
Yeah, like what happened with me.
This is blocked off, that area, because of the conveyor tubes. But if you go to the left-hand side, those dots, those are oxygen tanks. They store oxygen. You need those. Because what happens if you use oxygen faster than you can make it?
You die.
You die. You suffocate and get asphyxiated.
Okay, sorry. Can we
so
go
now-
through that door now?
Yes, you can go through the magical door of dream.
Yay!
Dream.
What are we gonna dream about?
Spaceships.
Oh. I was hoping it was fairies and pixie dust and dragons.
That's next episode.
Okay. I
Literally,
can agree with that.
Literally, next episode, Skyrim. And
Okay.
mods.
And
Okay.
mods.
Mods and Skyrim. Now, because this is a very large ship, I have 2 gyroscopes. One
Okay.
on each side of the ship.
And what's this?
This is one of the most important part of my ships. This is a remote control.
Okay.
What that means is, if my ship is in close proximity to my space station, I can pilot this ship remotely to make people fool that I'm on it.
Okay.
Because I'm smart. I'm so smart.
You're very, very smart.
Okay, so this is the lower deck of my ship, basically maintenance and weapons.
Weapons!
Weapons, yes. So, the walls of this area are made up of batteries.
Batteries.
All of these are batteries. Every single one of them. They store my energy that are created by the nuclear reactors. That is nothing. That doesn't do anything yet.
Don't
now,
worry about it now.
Turn around. Look at the other side. Those tubes are cryostasis tubes.
Ooh.
I wanted to be more Star Trek instead of Star Wars, so I got cryostasis tubes instead of seats for the passengers. One of the big important parts of large ship building are these things, these chairs.
These chairs.
Yes. Alright, so what these do... that light's broken. That light's supposed to be off, I'll change that later.
Okay.
So what these do, they basically nodes that you can pilot the ship from away from the cockpit. They're very important, because if you don't have them, then if someone decides to take over your ship, then how do you get it back?
Exactly.
They can't do it. You can't do it. So, if you... Wait, look at that massive conveyor tube. That conveyor tube is also important because it powers the weapons and the oxygen. It basically...
It does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, these are the tip for you. Again, one conveyor tube can carry everything. Okay, so if you have a conveyor tube connected to an oxygen tank and then also to a Gatling turret, it'll transfer ammo and oxygen to wherever you need it. So I've got everything powered to storage containers in the lower deck, so that way I can reload all my ammo, so I can make sure all my Gatling turrets and rocket launchers are filled, and also keeping my ship full of yummy oxygen.
Yay.
So this is the cockpit.
Can I go flying?
Maybe if you're good.
But I have been good.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go fly.
Okay, we'll test out the hyperdrive. So
Hyperdrive.
because of the large size of the ship, it takes a while to rotate it using the gyroscope. So try rotating it. So just move your mouse to the right. See how it's not moving?
Yeah.
Try up and down. See how now it's moving?
Okay.
Now you can move it to the right. So now we're going to be using the hyperdrive. So first things first, we've got to calibrate it. Press K.
K.
K. Now find
Hyperdrive.
Yes. Now go all the way down. Press remove.
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 Off jump coordinates.
Then you press select. Then you get out. You press 3, I think. So that'll tell you everything you need to know.
Jump destination. Hold jump coordinates.
Yeah, the distance that you need to jump is that far.
1,800. Achievable percentage 81.82%.
Yeah, that's achievable. So wait, achievable percentage of the jump means how much your hyperdrive can take you. So because we've only got 5 and it's not enough for a 1,800 kilometer journey, it'll only take me 1.5 thousand. Playing multiplayer and all your friends are not on the ship and you think, yeah, let's jump to somewhere, and you jump. If they're not sitting down or in a cryo chamber, they will be left behind.
Oh yeah, they can then go suffocate and die like they're meant to.
Yes, so it takes 10 seconds for the jump. Now hold Alt and rotate for a bit.
Oh, this seems epic.
And then it does a full-on Star Wars jump. That's it. That's it. That's the full jump.
That actually looked more like
Star Trek.
No.
What? Spaceballs?
Back to the Future.
Ah, okay. Back to
with
the Future jump.
Yeah. So we need to go to
the Hoth jump coordinates, which is 333.92 kilometers.
Okay.
You don't need to do that. The rotate thing.
Okay.
Now, so you have two choices. We can either let the drive jump, the hyperdrive recharge will take 6 minutes real time, or we can fly.
I'm flying. I can't wait for 6 minutes.
Pull that far with the ship we're using, it'll be faster to actually use the hyperdrive. The hyperdrive will recharge faster.
Okay, well let's move, and then when the hyperdrive is recharged,
it'll, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now while we're doing this, turn off the dampeners. Okay, so let's get cruise control for a bit. Okay, if you look on your box, down the right-hand side of the thing, it tells you all the specs you need to know about your ship. Now, if you notice fuel time, that basically means how long it will take for the batteries and reactor to use all the energy they can provide. So, how long it will take the reactors to use all the uranium, and how long it'll take for the batteries to run out of energy, and you'll basically be floating in space. That is in real time,
so
not
you'd be
game
lost
time.
in space then.
All these references.
There's nothing wrong with references.
True. Alright.
Sorry, it was a good movie.
Yeah. So basically, going at what's going on now, it'll take 1 real-time hour, not in-game hour, to use up everything we've got. We're in creative mode again, so that means it doesn't matter. It won't take that long.
Okay.
So press 3 again to check on the hyperdrive. So 32% charged. So
okay.
We're not done yet. So now while it's moving, press F to get out of the cockpit. Now, whatever happens, you do not, whilst this is happening, turn off the jetpack, yeah. Because of the gravity generator, you're okay. But if you turned off the gravity generator and then turned on your jetpack, you will be flung into a wall.
I'm kind of tempted just to get rid of the window and see what happens.
Oh, the air will be sucked out of the room and that's it.
Oh. So nothing will happen with me getting thrown back against the wall, or I won't get sucked out or anything?
You'll be thrown back against the wall, but that's because of the air backlash. No air vent though. Oh well.
So basically, if you're in the cockpit with the doors sealed, you're going to suffocate and die.
If you're in the cockpit with the doors sealed, if you manage to break off from the rest of the ship, you'll be perfectly fine in your little capsule. You won't move because there are no thrusters, but you'll be perfectly fine in your capsule.
Wouldn't momentum keep pushing you forward?
What happens if you're not moving? If you've got no...
Okay, good point. But I'm just saying, like, if for some reason the thing were to break up while you're moving,
it wouldn't...
by laws of momentum,
yes,
you should be continually moving.
And for all you science guys out there, this game follows all laws of physics and momentum.
Okay.
Up until this here. Everything else past this here that you don't recognize is probably like, game invented.
Yeah.
If you put bullets into...
It's still taking its pretty ass time, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes a while. A while. That's why the hyperdrive is the best way to travel into space.
It was what button?
You need to slow down first. So turn on the dampeners. Can you hear the? Did you hear the?
Yeah,
the
that
warping of
sounds
the metal?
awesome.
The warping of the metal.
No, it's the,
Yeah.
the sound of the engines turning down. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, they really. The developers of these guys really outdid themselves. So it's still in development, so it's good. It's a big game. I was lucky to buy it when it was during the Steam summer sale, but yeah, the price has already gone up on this game. It's really, really good game. Very much suggest that you go out and get it. If you don't have the funds for it, wait till next year for the Steam summer sale. You can pretty much guarantee it will be on that. Basically, don't take my word for it because it's Steam, so they might change their minds and everything. Basically, also did have a very, very big urge to put "We Stop for No One" on the back of it. But
Am I meant to get a reference there?
well, yes, it is a reference. If you get that reference, post it in the comments below.
What is it?
Well, that reference is a very famous movie by very famous actors. You watched that movie?
No,
Are you
I have
serious?
not.
Oh my god, you have no life.
Okay, so what button do I press?
3 to reactivate.
3.
So yes, so because the coordinates were already put in the last jump, it'll keep the coordinates for the last jump. So every time you want to move somewhere else,
Okay.
you have to change the coordinates. Yeah, so you jump. Also, another thing, you can't sabotage a ship to jump straight onto a planet and crash. It doesn't work like that. It'll always jump 2 kilometers away from the direct interference of a planet's gravity.
Okay. I'm
So
now
now-
half tempted to then just drop into the interference of the planet's gravity and see
You
what
are.
happens.
No,
Done?
don't.
No, can we at least do it?
No!
We don't have to save it.
No, it'll auto-save.
Okay, well,
Okay, so if you look around...
it auto-saved with the test and it didn't...
Don't worry. Don't.
Aww.
I've got a ship you can do that later with.
Oh, yay.
Okay, so if you look around, you'll see the space station somewhere. There it is.
Space station.
Large
there.
grid Hoth space station. There it is.
Okay.
So it safely moved away because it knew Kane was driving.
Maybe I want to crash into it.
Actually, no, you won't crash into it. The ship's light enough to be affected by my special surprise.
Oh, okay, let's go have a look then. Okay?
Go ahead. Okay, but there's a condition.
Condition.
Once you're outside the interference of my ship, you have to turn on the artificial mass.
Okay.
You have to. Got no choice. And you can only be moving as fast as 50 meters per second. No. I just don't want to crash into the actual space station that took me longer to build than this ship. I had to program everything correctly. You have to turn the ship on. You have to put the key in the ignition.
Let me remember. No.
Tell me when you give up. You give up?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Okay, I was close. I pressed
Okay.
T.
So you need to slowly do this because otherwise you'll crash into the hangar bay doors. That would be funny.
Gosh, you find it fucking hilarious. Excuse my language, I do not to say that. Good.
Something's.
What? No, those are the asteroids.
Oh.
See, there's
Okay.
an asteroid storm. If it's not... Oh, another thing. With the meteors, if it's not directly aimed at you, the computer won't say, meteor storm inbound.
Okay.
So, only if it's coming towards you, or if it's likely to hit your space station. So
Fair
if you
enough.
want to start going to the ship, you have to turn on the artificial mass first.
Okay.
So you can only
So
be
do
moving
you want me to fly straight into the
50
thing?
meters a second or less.
Or less? Okay. Well,
I
I'll
prefer-
make sure it's
I pre-
49.9.
I prefer 30, but that's up to you. You have to, and also turn off the dampers. There, so 32 is a good speed. Go straight at the ship. Yeah, like that. Let's see if it's activated now.
And if it isn't?
Oh well. If it's not activated, then nothing will happen. But if it's activated,
And I'm passing right under it.
yeah, it's not activated. But your ship is slowing down.
Yeah.
Actually,
because
it's speeding up.
Speeding up.
Yeah, it's speeding up. So it works. It does work.